Hey there, everybody! It's Bob Martin, the RCSubGuy, with Logan and Jason. And by popular demand, we are going to continue this little odyssey of RCSubGuy Reacts. We're still lucky because Logan is here for another week or so before he goes back to school. So we wanted to make sure we got another video in, and we got guest star Gracie's with us today as well. So basically, if you haven't watched this before, what we're going to do is watch a bunch of RC sub videos that I just grabbed quickly. I haven't even watched all of these through, and we're just going to talk about it based on our experience. I've got 20 years of experience with RC submarines. Jason's
about 2 1/4.
2 1/4, but basically full time working on subs. And Logan's been kind of immersed with it his whole life because I've been doing it in the background. So, without any further delay, let's see what we've got going on here. So this is one that I had found, and these guys, it's Project Air is the name of the channel. They've got 240,000 subscribers, which is something I aspire to one day. But their whole shtick here with this one, they're making a submarine out of a water bottle, like an aluminum water bottle. That's our Amazon quote unquote waterproof servos that are not waterproof, by the way. Oh, they're going to waterproof the servo with oil. So I've got a video about waterproofing servo with that oil. So there you go. So they're just waterproofing everything. They're going to use, that's a 2.4 gigahertz radio.
Signals can only travel through about 10 centimeters of water. I thought maybe it would be a good idea to keep the radio receiver above the water.
Yeah, there you go. So he's going to keep that radio receiver above. He's got a camera, a Hero. Pretty cool. All right, I'm going to skip ahead here and I want to see how this thing actually works. Gotta love the resolution of the Hero cam.
Now I'm going to see if I can dive.
Yeah. Hey! You can dive.
Wow! That is awesome.
He's connected. Is he connected by a tether?
Yeah.
I'm going to
almost
pilot to FPV.
Basically made a VR drone.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, they've got it connected by a tether. I think they probably figured out that they can't dive very deeply wirelessly with 2.4 gigahertz, and so that's their tether. They're controlling it by a tether. So this is like an ROV.
You're going into the floor.
So really, this is just. I just wanted to talk about this idea.
On day 2, we decided to head out to a deeper.
Oh, look at this. Oh, that's the same one. That must have been an earlier version that they made. That other one. So really, what I was kind of getting at for this is you can make some pretty incredible stuff out of everyday materials. And if you watched our last video, you saw the guy that made that really cool submarine out of Legos.
And we could successfully explore some of the underside of the pier, completely filling this full of water.
So all of this meant that I needed to really just go home and fully rebuild that.
It looks like you just 3D printed all the holders for the props and everything.
Yeah, lots of 3D printing. He's got some syringes on there to adjust the. It doesn't look like they're connected to anything to adjust trim by the looks of it.
A much better submarine could be closer to the surface.
There you go. Well, this is pretty. Oh, and I love the tape. Oh, look, they got the antenna sticking out above the water. So there you go. Do it yourself or just fun submarine stuff.
Firstly, I can't believe how much fun this thing is now.
All right, well, good on them. Again, if you want to check out their channel, that's Project Air. All right, what else do we got here? Let me scroll down in my list. DIY. Oh, this is fun. So if you guys haven't seen this is incredible. I need it.
Oh, I've seen these.
So if originally, I believe this was a group of guys out of Australia, and it's a fiberglass body, and they use a Sea-Doo propulsion, like a water jet propulsion with onboard air, and there's a compressor that refills it, and so they can dive. I think it's like 10 or 15 seconds of air that the motor can still run off of while fully submerged. So if you take a look at that is just so cool. At the top of these crazy things, there's a snorkel intake in the dorsal fin, and that's where that motor is getting the air from in order to operate.
20 feet out of the water. Wow.
Well, I wouldn't think that would be 20 feet vertically. I would say it would be a distance of 20 feet. Maybe they could jump. That is just slick as hell. I love it. So each of those forward dive planes are independently controlled with the forward those forward sticks, and so you push down, you go down, and you can twist it, and that's how they spin. 300 horsepower engine. So it looks like they've gone a little further than when I saw them initially a long time ago, because they were just running like a Sea-Doo, and I don't think those are pushing 300 horsepower.
That would be a lot of fun.
What would you get yours done up as?
I have no idea. I mean, having some sort of like a sea squid or a kraken idea would be pretty interesting.
I like that sailfish. Oh, there's the snorkel. Did you see that sticking out of the water? I don't know about that eagle. That's a little weird.
He has to keep eating with the mask. I don't know about this idea.
I don't know about that idea either. I would not want that thing flipping over and landing on me. Some company needs to like let you rent these things. Sea Breacher, man. We got to look up and see how much these are. I think this is a new Nautilus Dry Docks company vehicle. Love it. Yeah. We just got to look it up and see how much it's going to be. We need people to donate. So you need to donate to the dry docks so we can get one of these things. Well, that is cool. I love it. Here's one. This is a little bit of like self-promotion, I guess. Slightly. Oh man, this must be old. It's like 4:3 aspect ratio.
Well, that's from 10 years ago.
Gosh, yeah. So this is actually one that I built. Gosh, more than that's like 12 years ago. I built for a really famous music composer, and it's got an OTW dive module in it. But the big thing that I wanted to show, and this is all just technical stuff inside. So this is based off of the Disney Nautilus 35th scale kit that was available for a while. It's not available. Don't email me asking where you can get it. I will get grumpy. It's 5.5 feet long, 66.5 inches. I've got one of these kits on the shelf behind me here that's mine and you can't have. But the big thing about this, I just wanted to show how like docile and easy to drive an RC submarine can be if it's trimmed properly and it has the right dive module in it. So this model here actually had a bow thruster, and you could see it a little bit in the front there, and then the propeller in the back angles up and down to provide pitch control.
All right, Saber.
Yeah, that's Saber. That's our old cat. Giant monster ready to pounce on the on the boat. But again, what I wanted to show, and hopefully I got some footage coming in here right away, is how easy these things are to control under the water, and how much precision you can operate it with if you have the correct ballast system. So there's this like subset of people who are all religious about piston tanks, and you absolutely need them to do, cool stuff. Not the case. This is a pump style ballast system from OTW. Pumps water in and out of a big ballast tank.
Digging the soundtrack.
Toccata and fugue in D minor. That one LED is still lit. It's just at a weird angle for some reason. But I think, is this the... No, this is the surfacing. Oh, here we go. So, hover the boat, kick on the bow thruster, and a full stationary 360 degree turn.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with it. And that's a bow thruster, not a stern thruster. So a little bit of self-promotion there, but I mean, I love that boat. Actually, that's supposed to be coming back to me for repairs. His assistant got a hold of me and said that she was going to ship it back to me. Because we have so much free time here at the dry docks. All right, what else we got here? This was one, I think this was a thread on RC groups or something. So this is a guy he goes by the moniker of Tiver. He's got 3,500 subscribers. Just gonna turn this down a bit. That's a little annoying. But he built an RC whale, which is actually really cool. This is, I think, one of the earlier ones. I don't know why is he focusing on that. There's his STL files. Everything was 3D printed in here in bright blue, which is actually pretty cool. So he's using, that's interesting. Oh, I gotcha. So he's heating up for those little knurled nuts. That's a good idea. And I think it was a home brewed watertight cylinder as well. Oh, I see. He's going to glue that to the cylinder so it won't spin. There you go.
Fill and sand, fill and sand.
The story of your life when you 3D print a hull. Fill it and sand it, and fill it and sand it. I don't know why he's not using a paintbrush, but I guess a little chunk of plastic works too.
Oh, he's reinforcing it with fiberglass.
Yeah, because that's going to be, I guess, a lot of force on there. You got your, well, I don't know. I guess it's a small connection there. And very good odds that you'll bump the tail eventually. Just wanted to see if, because he ran some tests with this thing. Yeah, that's interesting linkages. What is it with Europeans and Asians and their super thin... And see, look how flexible that is. Like, this is your... I guess it's a push-pull system. I think.
Yeah, he's got some bigger ones.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he replaced them.
Oh, there you go. That was the old one I was doing. Yeah, there you go. If you guys saw my last video on that Maximus model bow 212, that was the same thing that we had. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Now they're working. That's not how I would set the linkage up, but I mean, it works.
It's certainly efficient with its spacing.
Yeah. So if he's using those as this, he's going to have the same problem that the Hunley has. If we jump back here, where are we here? So the problem with this is, and you guys probably see my mouse. These fins are basically in the middle, right? So the tail is non-functional. It's just there to provide stability. So you've got no way to affect the pitch of the boat, or the submarine, or the whale, because when you put the pectoral fins down, it's just going to go straight down. It's not gonna have any moment applied to the body to tilt it up and down. So the Hunley had the same problem. It had center-mounted dive planes, So in theory, you know, it goes up and down level, but in practical application, when you start getting hydrodynamic forces on the hull, it's going to do weird things like dive and surface and everything that you don't want it to do whenever you don't want it to do it. So I think he's probably going to run into some issues with that.
Especially with an abstract hull like that, a good chance of some air bubbles getting trapped in the top of it, which would also make it act pretty weird. We've had a few instances with like just a few air bubbles, and yet the whole thing would just freak out.
And you get a burp, and then all of a sudden it starts behaving, and yeah. I think he ran this thing in the tub. So this vectored thrust in the back, this will kick it around really good. It'll turn really well. What I actually love about this guy, he is completely unapologetic when he makes a mistake. Well, I shouldn't say unapologetic, but he'll put all his mistakes up there. I don't. Everything I do is perfect, right, Jason?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't check our trash
It's
can.
all rainbows and lollipops here at the dry docks. So you got a bow thruster, which I really think is super redundant, because that that quart nozzle in the back, or that vectored nozzle in the back, that will kick this thing around in its own body length. Like, diving plane is large and seems to be effective. Oh, he printed them hollow, so the buoyancy's pulling the fins up and it's stretching the elastic bands, I think. Yeah. I mean, I think he's kind of a beginner, but man, he's super creative. Kudos to him, whoever Tiber is. If you're watching this video, good job, man.
That's some serious
Now
force.
we're going to move some water. Yeah. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Like, I think, honestly, with a little bit of tweaking, I would fix the forward pectoral fins and make the rear tail swivel. Then this thing would dive. You could breach it up out of the water. We should find. I think he actually put the link to the files. They're on like Thingiverse or something like that. It would be pretty cool. I like it. All right, we got one more, and this one I chose just for Logan. You know a game called was it Red Dead or something? Red Dead Redemption?
Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I'm playing through it right now, actually, but I'm still pretty early on, so I haven't encountered quite a few things.
So apparently there's a scene with a remote-controlled submarine that you have to drive as one of the missions. And so this is like actual gameplay, apparently. And the player is driving this. And you shot a torpedo. Look at the water effects are so cool.
I think I tried to show this off to you at one point. This is like super, super realistic.
No, you just blew up some weeds. I mean, I would play this just for fun without the rest of the game. I don't know what the rest of the boat looks like, but...
I'm sure there's a whole lead up to it. And you can see everyone off on the shore over there.
Right. Lining up, lining up. Boom! That was awesome.
Just evaporated that thing.
That was awesome. You know what we need to do is get like a game designer like this who can make an RC submarine simulator for our hobby. That would be cool. So people could learn how to drive their RC submarine. I know they've got them for planes and drones and that kind of thing, but to the best of my knowledge, there's not one for submarines.
Microsoft Sub Simulator.
The Microsoft Sub Simulator, yeah. I think this is cool. I'd buy the game just to play this level over and over and over again.
Well, I can let you know when I find it.
Yeah. This is super realistic. I am impressed. Oh, don't blow up that monitor. Oh.
Oh, here
It
we
seemed
go.
very real. Oh, it's just okay.
It's I guess it's not really a submarine. It's like just a low-slung boat, really.
I was just saying because it looked like that was just the tower sticking out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
that doesn't seem very realistic the way it's turning and whatnot.
They don't get to blow the guys up in the rowboat? Do they get to do that? Oh, no, they're blowing up sailboats. No, I made it to the other side of the lake. I would have shot him.
Especially considering what's in those little torpedoes.
Oh, moving target. Oh, he did. No, I think that was...
I think he had a mine.
Interesting. Boy, that thing's packing a lot of torpedoes. Very cool.
I like it.
I like it too. Well, there you go. That was this week's RCSubGuy and Company reacts. I need your help though. You know, this was just me kind of like tooling through looking for videos. We need more. You guys need to find videos that you'd like us to take a look at, give some feedback on. So please, please, please let us know if you can find some good videos. Then we'll queue it up and we'll talk about it. And you guys are just like totally distracted by what's going on there. And yeah, we'll get it on the screen for you. So we'll leave it at that. On behalf of the crew here at the Nautilus Dry Docks, thanks for joining us. And hey, catch you next time.